So my name is Judson Martin. I'm a sophomore in aerospace engineering.
And I'm AJ Perron. I'm a sophomore in industrial engineering. Well, the Universe-ity Podcast actually started based off of just a road trip question that my friend asked me. And I realized sometimes it's really fun to talk about stuff relating to existence and the unknown and stuff like that, like the stuff that makes 4 hours fly by. And so I was like, if I can make a podcast out of this and give that experience to other people who are, maybe on a road trip at a job or something like that, or just want to learn something new every day and get people thinking. And, I know I like that experience. So if I can give that to others, that's great.
So then I started doing it with him, and we kind of shifted towards the more space topics because, like he said, that's what we could just talk about for hours on end and what we really enjoyed kind of talking about and exploring.
And we try to hit recent topics if we can. Like if something big pops up in space news or NASA news or we're going to do the Nobel Prizes soon because those just got announced. We try to keep up with that because we can give people a source to go to when big things break like that. Then that's awesome. But yeah, otherwise, we've been piling episode ideas. Anything that pops into our head that we're maybe we could do something on that, we'll put it on the list. And now, I thought maybe we'd run out of ideas after 20 episodes, but now we've got 40 in the bank, it feels like. So today was really good. Every episode's good. But when we had Neil deGrasse Tyson on, that's just, I don't know. I still remember the day we found out that he was agreed to come on. And I was just okay, this is actually happening and this is real. And we can do something with this. So it's when all that hard work comes together into something awesome. And the fact that he recognized that and was willing to join our team for a bit, that was sick.
I would add that it's not so much knowing a subject as it is being able to communicate it and organize your thoughts.
Yeah.
You can have a treasure trove of random information about the Roman Empire, but if I ask you, well, what does that mean? And what does this signal for other empires that followed? And what are the lessons? This is not just an accounting or recounting of information. It's a processing of information. And often that's the greatest value of what it is to be in college.
I think Iowa State has given us a lot of tools, especially us using this lab, and the SIC just has so many different, you can do woodworking, you can do glass blowing, you can build a Formula One race car, you can create a podcast, you can do all these different things. And I just love the fact that, anybody can come in here and create whatever they want. There's no real limitations on what you can do. So it's really how creative can you be and how do you want to express that creativity?
It's got an intimidating learning curve to it, for sure, but there are people here that helped us figure it out. And you just need to push past the baby steps, and then it's the world is your oyster. You can just really get at it. A lot of people's job here is to, if you've got something, if you want to start making stuff in the textile lab, or if you want to start making woodworking stuff or anything, or blowing glass, it's you just gotta ask. You really just gotta ask, and somebody here can make it happen. Exactly right. With the Neil deGrasse Tyson episode, it's he lives in New York. How do we have a decent episode with somebody that can't be here with us? And I remember there's a day we had 3 people in here and we figured it out. We just want to keep finding people that are interested in science and most importantly, inspire people that are younger to pursue careers in STEM and do big things in STEM. So if we can find more people that even think they have an interest in it, and it's our podcast that kind of points them in the right direction, and they're wow, this stuff really this is what I'm curious about, then that's the goal. And we'll keep doing that as long as we think that's possible. If the SIC wasn't here, when I first said, oh, let's make a podcast, that's a fun idea, or that's funny, but it's we can actually, if we wanted to, we could go do that. Let's try it, so everybody has ideas of some kind, and you might be listening to this thinking that you could go make something, and it's possible here.
I'm Judson.
And I'm AJ.
And we're from the Universe-ity Podcast.
And we invite you to the Student Innovation Center to innovate at Iowa State.